What's good, everyone? Welcome back to Outside with Chef Mannie, where we're bringing bold flavors to the backyard. Today we're taking a classic side dish to a whole new level. We're firing up the Traeger and putting down a pot of smoky, savory baked beans, starting with Bush's Grillin baked beans and layering it in rich beef bacon, sweet onions, crispy bell peppers, fresh garlic, and a bold mix of spices, seasonings, and sauces. Then have your guests scraping the bottom of the bowl. This ain't your grandma's baked beans. We're adding smoke, depth, and a whole lot of flavor. Watch me work.
All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is render down this bacon. So I have some olive oil. I put about a tablespoon inside of my Dutch oven. We're gonna dump our bacon in. You guys know this is beef bacon. I don't do pork. So we'll dump this in our Dutch oven. We're gonna cook it down, let it render down, and then we'll remove it from the pot. It'll probably take about 7 to 10 minutes to get the bacon to render down. So I'll just keep moving around in the pot until it gets to where I need it. No one likes chewy bacon in their food, so take some time and let it render down. You don't have to make this a quick process. Get it right to where it needs to be, nice and crispy. Trust me, it works best for the meal. All right, now that our bacon is rendered down, I'm gonna remove it from the heat, put it in the container. All right, we'll set this nice crispy bacon to the side and it'll come back into play later. So I removed my bacon. Now I'll add my veggies. So I have a bell pepper chopped up, my whole white sweet onion, and my garlic. So I'll mix these around, let them saute for a while till they get translucent. Then I'll start adding some seasoning in. I'm telling you guys, nothing like the smell of onions, garlic, and bell peppers cooking down. It smells amazing. So this is where I want my veggies to be before I add my seasoning to them. All right, so you see where my veggies are. So I drop in 1 teaspoon of Chipotle pepper, 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika, and I'll mix that all in. So I'll stir in my Chipotle pepper and smoked paprika into these veggies. Let them cook together for about 3 to 5 minutes before I add the rest of the ingredients. I have my veggies where I want them. Now it's time to add my other ingredients. So I'll add a tablespoon of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of barbecue sauce. You can use whatever barbecue sauce you like. Make your own, buy one from the store. Drop that in there. Drop in a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Then I'll add some salt and pepper. This is a mixture of salt and pepper in here. I'll add it, and then I'll mix everything in. I have all those ingredients mixed in. Now it's time to add my Bush's grilled baked beans to the pot. And then I'll bring it to a boil, and once it reaches a boil, I'll take it and put it on my 400-degree Traeger for 35 minutes. All right, these things are almost about at a boil. This is the perfect time to test it for salt and heat to see if you need to make adjustments before you put it on the smoker. So let me see. Perfect. You don't need anything but to go on the smoker. Okay, let me turn this heat off. Put the lid on. Into the smoker we go.
So it's been about 35 minutes. Now I'll remove my pot of beans from the smoker.
Ooh, smells delicious. Take this glove off, or this mitt. Yes, indeed. It's perfect. I'm gonna scrape all of this stuff off the side. You want all that flavor in there. Yeah, so the baked beans this looks nice, smells good. All that's left to do now is for me to plate these up and give them a try. So after the baked beans cool for a minute, because you don't want to jump in these things super hot. If you do that, you already know what's happening. The tongue is going to burn. You're going to have that fuzzy tongue that ruins your palate for anything you eat. So let these sit for a minute before you just jump right into them. And I know you guys been wondering what happened with that bacon I made. It's right here. You use it at the end, sprinkle it on the top of your baked beans, and mix them in as you serve them. You guys know the only thing left to do now is dive in here and see what this is hitting for. Got me a little scoop up out of here to try. See what it's doing. Got bacon in there. I got my beans. Cheers. Yep, this is it. You got the heat from the Chipotle pepper and the cayenne. You have the smokiness from the grill and the baked beans, and the smokiness from the bacon. These are a hit. If you try them at your barbecue or cookout, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out.